Welcome once again to my channel. My name is Afosu Godwin, business development, marketing, and sales professional and trainer. In today's video, we're going to learn about some of the basic signs that indicates that the prospect or your prospect is on a low budget. It is important to be able to pay attention, wrap attention to the prospect when contacting the prospect for the first time. There are signs and certain things that you can see that can imply that the prospect is on low budget. The first thing I'm going to talk about is to observe his or her hesitation about what? Investment and pricing. So observe the prospect's hesitation concerning pricing. Look at their reaction the moment you talk about money matters, the moment you talk about price. It is very often to see prospect with low budget going on a quiet side or being a bit in a pensive mode and getting worried about price when it is mentioned too early. They then quickly shift their attention towards the cheapest or the low cost deal available, not looking at value. And this will tell you that these are bargain prospects, and these are prospects that do not have the necessary or enough budget. So this is a likely sign. It is not automatic, but it's a likely sign. The next thing I'm also going to talk about is free trials or heavy discounts. When the prospect, as a matter of fact, in the early stages begins to ponder on discounts and free trials. These type of prospects can be easily spotted during the opening stages or during the early stages of the sales process. You see, they are much more cost-oriented as compared to value or results. They just need a fix to a problem, something that would fix their generic problems. So these people also, as a matter of fact, do not look at value. So as a matter of fact, you should be able to put a red flag. Now, there's another issue here. The moment you mention price. So now let's go on to this point. Competitor comparisons. And which competitor they focus on. So the moment you mention price, they then go to mention about some competitors, and usually they mention about the low-end competitors, those that are within the lowest competitive position, and try to compare your premium and high value product or service to these low cost players on the market. So this is a red flag. The moment you mention price, they tend to your competitors, and these are competitors not competing with you within a strong competitive position, or maybe a very weak competitive position. And what they do is that they try to compare your price together with that of the competitor. They compare your price with that low-end competitor, and usually don't look at features and values and benefits. So they would rather tell you about the cheaper option. So this could also be a red flag. Then last I'm going to talk about is what we call the good enough solutions. These type of prospects are content and seem to be satisfied with lower end products lower end products or even features or values that actually do not find solution to their core problems. So they want to save money. That is all. They just want to save money. Rather than getting value to solve a core problem or to meet a core need. So they will prefer basic features just to satisfy their core needs or to get a particular job done. So for them, it is about cost and not performance. Right. So these are some of the basic signs that you can see when selling or when you're a salesman or when you are doing business. That signals that the prospect or the customer is on a low budget. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly subscribe button, subscribe, and don't forget to comment, share, and like.